Everybody bring it in. Hi. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, I can hear me too. Okay. I'm going to start. They hand me the microphone as my shoulders sink under the weight of this dress. The woman says, "The 1 millionth refugee just left South Sudan. Can you comment?" I feel my feet rock back and forth on the heels my mother bought, begging the question, do we stay or is it safer to choose flight? My mind echoes through the numbers. 1 million gone, 400,000 dead in Darfur, 2 million displaced, and this lump takes over my throat as if each of those bodies just found a grave right here in my esophagus. Our once country, all north and south and east and west, so restless, the Nile couldn't hold us together, and you asked me to summarize. They talk about the numbers as if this isn't still happening, as if 500,000 didn't just die in Syria, as if 5,000 aren't still making their final stand at the bottom of the Mediterranean, as if there aren't entire volumes full of fact sheets about our genocides, and now they want me to write one. Fact. We never talked over breakfast because the warplanes would swallow our voices. Fact. My grandfather didn't want to leave home, so he died in a war zone. Fact. A burning bush without God is just a fire. I measure the distance between what I know and what it's safe to say on a microphone. Do I talk about the violence, displacement, how it's never as simple as what you see on TV, how there are weeks' worth of fear before the camera's on? Do I tell her about our bodies, how they are 60% water, but we still burn like driftwood, making fuel of our sacrifice? Do I tell her that the men died first? Mothers forced to watch the slaughter, that they came for our children, scattering them across the continent until our homes sank, that even castles sink at the bite of the bomb? Do I tell them about their elderly, our heroes, too weak to run, too expensive to shoot, how they would march them, hands raised, rifles at their backs into the fire, how their walking sticks kept the flames alive? It sounds too harsh for a bundle of wires and an audience to swallow, too relentless, like the valley that filled with the putrid smoke of our deaths. Is it better in birth? And is it better in verse? Can a stanza become a burial shroud? Will it sting less if I say it softly? Will a pain leave when the microphone does? If you don't see me cry, will you listen better? Why does every word feel like I'm saying my last? 30 seconds for the sound bite and now 3 minutes for the poem. My tongue goes dry, the same way we died, becoming ash without ever having been coal. I feel my left leg go numb and I realize that I locked my knees, bracing for impact. I never wear shoes. I can't run in. Thank you. In my work, I let what I know about the past inform how we approach the future. I use my voice to raise awareness about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I make people care about things they wouldn't normally care about, and I make people feel better when the world is ending. And when I say the world is ending, I mean that for most people that I work with, the world has truly ended. I ask myself this question every day. If someone had come to me and my people 15 years ago and told us what the next decade was going to look like, told us the cost of war, what would they say? What words would they use? What questions would they help us ask? And that's actually how I ended up here. I met Celia at Davos, and she asked me an important question, which was, will you join me? And I couldn't help but say yes. And I'm glad to see that all of you said yes, too. So I'm glad you're here joining us. I didn't know about the polar bears, but yeah. Okay, the point is, I'm really happy to be here, and I'm even happier that it was founded by two incredible women. Yeah. So I'm here to hand it off to the founders. I want you to be thinking about the important things during this time and putting people back in front of everything that we do. And now two people, Celia and Camilla, the founders of FutureTalks.
Thank you, Emmy. That was incredibly powerful. Did you know that this young woman recently walked 1,000 kilometers across Sudan for world peace? Woo! Emmy is one of 100 leaders coming with us to Svalbard. And she is also one of the strong voices that you will be able to hear today at the Future of Everything. Serendipity can lead to many things. And in this case, it led to FutureTalks. I'm Camilla, and this is Silja, my co-founder and the CEO of FutureTalks. We are so honored to have delegates from 42 different countries. Diverse sectors, all ages, men and women equally, a few more women actually, working to improve the state of the world. I will now give the word to Silja. What she and the team have managed to organize with this event is nothing but remarkable. She will now share some thoughts on why we are all here.
Thank you so much, Camilla. Thank you. It's amazing to see all of you guys. This happens so quickly with a lot of work, so it's amazing to see that it's a full room before we head to the 3 different stages. When I was 19, I was a young grassroots activist myself. And in one conversation I had with a former Secretary of State in the US, Henry Kissinger, he told me that, Silja, every amazing project this world has ever seen has always started with 2 things: a good idea and a big portion of naivety. Yeah. Right? And at 40, those words still ring true, because you have to be a little crazy and quite a bit naive to start big, crazy things. I know that everyone that we're bringing on board to the Arctic knows this. So FutureTalks is really the product of craziness and naivety and a whole lot of hard work. And even more will come as we move to the future. So for weeks, months even before we started FutureTalks, Camilla and I had been discussing the big questions of our time, and we asked ourselves, what can we do? How can we help change things, and how can we move things faster? And we concluded that we're not experts in any of these fields, but what we can do is that we can bring people together. The big questions of today cannot be solved in silos. We can't have the AI experts discussing AI without the philosophers and environmental experts and so on and so forth. We need to bring people together, and we need to bring countries together, and we need to bring the generations together. Young people have to have a key seat at the table. So we wanted to do things differently. We want to bring together the 100 most brilliant people we could find. The leaders of today, but also, and maybe even more importantly, the leaders of tomorrow, from all sectors and all continents. And we wanted to bring them together to engage in deep conversations, to speak with each other and not at each other. Because in a world where everything is moving super fast and science fiction is becoming reality very fast, it's time to take a break. It's time to take a break and ask ourselves the one question: what future should we choose? Because we do have a choice. What future do we want to choose? And what if we don't only bring these 100 people together in Oslo and New York or a capital, but we actually take them away from technology and we put them on a ship where they can't escape and we have them engage in deep conversations together, uninterrupted by a ping on their phone saying that you have a board meeting, or an email, or just a selfie that you just have to post on Instagram because you want to show where you are? What if that's just simply not possible? Because right now, for the next 4 days, it's just going to be these people, one-on-one, talking. So we chartered this ship, and we said, like Richard Branson, let's screw it, let's do it. And we got the ship to take the 100 people to the Arctic. And today, you're going to meet every single one of these people here on stage. This is sort of like a crazy experiment, but it's the start of something much bigger, we hope.
Today, it's all about listening to leading voices that will share their knowledge on different topics touching our future and the humanity. How can we all be responsible leaders within the sectors that we represent? Be inspired by young change makers alongside leading experts in all fields related to the future. Bioengineering, robotics, AI, education, sustainability, economics, law, digital security, philosophy, and more. You can even do your own DNA test and experience several incredible VR films. We have 3 stages and 73 people speaking. It should be something interesting for everyone. In the room Svalbard, which is back there, you will find the fireside chats. And in the iceberg, which is across the street, and up north, which is up here, all the talks will be held. Choose your favorites and go listen. We are thrilled to see so many people here today and are looking forward to share it with all of you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's... Oh, you go.
Hello, hi, my name is Labib Malik. I'm a magician and mind reader, so I'm going to show you a couple of tricks before you're going to go to your respective stages and see your talks. So, are you ready for some magic today? Yeah. Great. What's your name? My name? Yeah? Turin. Can everyone give Turil a big round of applause? I want Turil up on stage here. Yeah, I want to do something. Hi, Turil. What's your? Can I ask you? Yeah, but what do you work with?
I work with facilitating conversations.
Amazing. So, do you believe in magic?
I do, yes.
That's amazing. That's half of my job already done. See, I'm gonna pour some water for you. Take the cup and place under your head, and don't let it go because you have water. I don't want you to get wet, right? So I'm gonna take some water for me too. Do you have any magical words you want to use today?
Abracadabra.
Perfect. Let's go for that. So watch me first, then you're going to do the same thing I'm going to do in a second. So close your eyes, not now, in a second. So think of abracadabra, and you're going to take one turn slowly around, okay?
Okay, think of the word, not say it.
No, think of the word and close your eyes and go slowly, turn over all around. Perfect. Open your eyes. Lift up the cup. You feel the water inside?
I think so, yeah.
Perfect. Ready to believe the magic? Or you already do?
I'm not sure.
Here's what you're going to do. Take the cup over your head and slowly turn it over. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's your cup. What's your name? Jonah? Here's a book. It's called Dark Harbor. I want you to open the book on any page you want. Can I ask you, which zodiac sign are you? Gemini. Okay, here's the thing. Just find a long word, more than 6-7 letters in that book, on any page, on top, in the middle, or at the bottom. You can change the page if you're not happy with the page too. It's your choice, it's your life. Done? You happy? Okay. Can I ask you, the city you visited last, which city is that? New York. Gemini, New York. Not sure, but this is my first guess. I have a strong feeling on that. The first letter in your word Is that start with the S? No. It's fine. You guys see the mind reading is real. Can I ask you the first letter in that word? Sorry, M? N. 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 See, the reason I thought of the S, I felt kind of I was in suburbs. Does it give a meaning to you? That's that's the one reading my mind. Okay, can I ask you? Think of the last letter in that word. That's a D. Tell me honestly, the word you're thinking of, is that neighborhood? Thank you very much. I'm just going to show you 3 things today, and this is the last one. This is one of my favorite. Can I ask you, what's your name? Yeah? Elizabeth, can you join me on stage? Give her a big round of applause, everyone. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi. I'm just going to place in your cup here. I have 4 those kind of cups with me, and have blindfold too. Can you take the blindfold on yourself and see you can see through? You can, yeah, if you can see through.
No.
Perfect. You can try for other side too, as well. Yeah, you can try from the other side, so you're sure it's a normal blindfold. No? Perfect. Take it off, take it off. See, I have 4 plates with me. This one plate is a bit unique. I can take this back. So, can you see if this is a fake spike, is a real spike? If it's a magnetic, you can take it off. Is it possible? Any chance?
No.
It's sharp? It's dangerous? Yeah, I think so too. So, so I'm going to place the cups here. You're going to place I'm going to place the plates here. You're going to place the cups, and you're going to mix them, and only you're going to know where this spike is. Are you with me? You're going to place the cups,
Yeah.
and you're going to mix them. I'm going to take the blindfold and stand over there. So you're going to have the control where the spike is. Okay? Here you go. Just a question. Can I trust you?
Of course.
Okay, that's fine. Done? Perfect. So here's the thing. I want you, oh, look at her. Okay, just stay here. I don't want you to see what I'm going to do. So just turn around.
Okay.
I'm going to mix, and everyone's going to hold eye with me, so I'm not going to cheat and see where the spike is, okay? Perfect. Okay, Elizabeth, come back. Here's the thing. Let's assume for a tiny second that I might peek where the spike is, right? So I'm going to give you a chance one more time. You're going to mix the cups, but don't lift up the cup and see where the spike is. And when you're done, have in the same order, right, like this. Okay? Done. Okay. Where are you, Elizabeth? Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Oh, give me your right hand. Let's do this. Put that right hand on the cup which is far right for you. Okay. I'm going to trust you. Do you think the spike is here? Yes or no? I need just yes or no. Trust yourself. Yes? Oh, okay. Let's go to next. Do you think the spike is under here? Yes or no?
No.
Good choice. I'm shaking. Let's go to the last cup on that side, which is on the left. Is this the last cup?
No.
This is not. This is the left cup.
We
Yeah. Okay. Do you think, Elizabeth, the spike is under here? Yes or no? Good choice. Give me the other hand too. The other hand, please. Both hands. Oh, just place on the both cups. Here's the question. Elizabeth, right or left? It's your choice.
The spike?
Right or left?
Right.
You sure? Okay, lift up hand from here and place your other hand on my top.
Nice.
Lift up, see. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm so already shaking here. So that's all I had from me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Celia. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Olivier. I'm a father, a scientist, a businessman, and sometimes, after dark, I make noise. I'm here today to introduce you our very special and guest star today. We're talking about the future, but the future is about us communicating. It's about the right messages to be conveyed. It's about being influenced and about influencing, but for the better good. So with no further ado, please join me in giving a huge round of applause for someone who's got more than 1 billion views on YouTube, the activist, global activist, and more importantly, someone who influences for the better good, Prince EA. Need a mic? Before we start, we got to do a surprise for you, but this incredible event is called FutureTalks. And yes, we're going to talk, but more importantly, we need these talks to become actions in the near and the longer future in order to have a positive influence. So if you could, I don't know, it was about magic. So if you could do some magic now and you could take one action to improve the future, what would this be?
It's a good question. You. That's a good question. And when I'm asked that question, I think of a story. And the story comes from a very long time ago. The Buddha himself was kind of asked this question about the future. A disciple of the Buddha came up to him and he said, Buddha, will the world ever be fully peaceful? Will humanity ever reach pure consciousness? When will this happen? And the Buddha, he paused for a second and he said, why are you so worried about the future when you can't even stay fully in the present? The present is what creates the best future, right? There's another story I love. A guru was asked, he asked his disciples, he says, what's more important, wisdom or action? Wisdom or action? What is more important? And the disciples, they were unanimous. They said action. Of what use is wisdom that doesn't show itself in action? And the guru, he says, and of what use is action if it comes from an unenlightened heart? Action is very important, but it totally has to be the right action. It has to come from the right place. It's not enough to be motivated. We also have to have the proper motives. And so to answer that question, one thing for me to make the future a better world, I would say for every individual to look inside of themselves and see that we are no different from each other, from the environment. The separation is an illusion. We have been taught this. So if every individual can take their alone time in silence and in stillness, because if we want a peaceful world, we got to have peaceful pieces. So I think that if every person if mankind could become kind man, this is the future that I want to see.
Well, thank you very much. One of the things about the future is all the stories we're hearing about the merging between humans and machines. And I guess that after magic and all these talks about science fiction we've been hearing over the past months and years about robots, about AI, we wanted to kick off this incredible event, not with science fiction, but with science in action, and actually neuroscience in action. So my daily job is to be the president of Emotive, a company that manufactures portable brain scans. And my power today is to try to transform you into a Jedi, meaning that I would like to monitor your brain activity in real time and to empower you to fly this drone only with your mind. Do you think it's possible?
Let's see.
Okay. So the device I'm putting on Prince EA's head monitors the electric activity of his brain. Algorithms that are in the portable device are going to not only record, but identify the patterns of his brain activity and convert these patterns into an action to fly this drone, possibly. So in order to start, we need to be very silent because I need to record his brain activity for 20 seconds as he's totally emptying his mind. Here we go. Okay. Now, I want you to come a little closer to the table to look at the flying drone. Well, the non-flying drone so far, no pressure.
Okay.
And I want you to visualize the drone taking off. All right?
Okay.
We good?
Yes.
All right. The time has come.
Time has come. Let's do it.
All right?
Okay.
So, I'm going to go out of your line of sight so that I don't disturb. So, you look at the drone. You think about the drone taking off. Okay, we're going to start over. Again. It's the machine. Wait.
I gotta focus. I gotta focus on it.
Might be the machine, not the man.
Okay.
It's
usually
always the machine.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
always the machine.
It's always the machine.
Okay? It is the machine. Okay, so let me restart the machine.
Okay.
It is not you, it's the machine.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Focus now. Sorry, it's the machine again. I'm going to restart the... Science in action. Science, now always things happening. Are we live? World, we're sorry.
I did drink some coffee before this, so I don't know if that's could be messing it up.
Okay. Right. Okay, we're good. All right. We start again.
Start.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. You imagine the drone taking off? All right. Yeah, there seems that one last try. It's the phone. It's the freaking phone. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll fix it. We'll do it later.
Okay.
I'm sorry for that.
That's all good.
The phone has crashed. We have to start on time. So let the future talks begin. You got 3 stages where you can head now. So look at your badges. On the back of your badge, you got each time and where to go. Thank you so much.